Hello and welcome to my first ever YouTube tutorial. This is on the high puffs on a TWA protective style for natural hair. The first thing that I'm going to do for the super easy tutorial is hydrate my hair with a Jojoba deep conditioner to act as a barrier between my hair and the insane amount of gel that I'm about to put on it. The next step is parting the hair down the middle. I decided to do 2 pigtails. You can do 1 puff, you could do 4 pigtails, you could do 10. It's whatever your heart desires. I chose to do 2 because I like the style and it brings me back to younger days where my mom used to do the style on me when I was a kid. So I'm just going to part my hair as best I can without being able to see what I'm doing. It actually came out pretty well parted it's pretty shocking. Pretty proud of myself there. After I parted it, this is where I load up on gel. Because I have a tapered haircut, the back is extremely short and not all of my hair can fit into the pigtail. So I have to gel it up as much as possible to make it look like all of the hair made it into that pigtail, even though it didn't. So I just have to mold it a lot more than I would if I had longer hair. And to get it as smooth as possible, I use a comb side first of my brush instead of just the brush. And then I use the brush side to smooth it out. But you have to use the comb side first in order to get out any knots, any bumps, because you want to get it as smooth as you can. And then after I go through with that big brush, I go through with the smaller, more compact brush because it gives me more pull and it makes it a lot smoother than that big brush can. And I just gather everything at the top and make it into one little tiny pigtail. And I like to put it as far up on top of my head as possible just because I like them really high. I think it looks cute that way. And then you just secure it as best you can with a little rubber band. And wipe off any excess conditioner and gel. There's a lot of it. And just smooth up the back as much as possible. And then do the same thing to the other side. Now since my hair is short and if I just let it dry like this, my hair will end up coming out of the little mold I just made for it. So I have to tie it up to make sure that nothing moves and to make sure that it dries exact way that I just made it look. So I tie it as tight as possible. Kind of hurts, but it has to be as tight as possible, otherwise it won't dry properly. If your hair is longer, you could probably skip this step because you probably won't need to do as much gelling and molding as I had to do to make all of my hair getting to that pigtail. And I don't know, I think it looks kind of cute like this with just the bow and the tiny pigtails. I mean, I think it looks alright. So I let it dry for about 40 minutes while I did my makeup. Yes, my makeup took me 40 minutes. And I'm just making sure that everything is dry and that both of my sections are equal. Now let's just pause right here. I'm using Kurly Klips clip-in extensions, and I was a dummy and I did not listen to the reviews or read the website when it said buy 2 packs. I bought 1 pack because I was cheap and I didn't want to spend a lot of money. And I was like, oh, I could just make it work. No, you can't. You need 2 packs to make a full head of hair. But I just decided to get 1 pack and I didn't want to throw out the 1 pack that I got because I paid for it and I didn't want to pay for another pack. So, if you're like me and you only bought 1 pack of Kurly Klips, you can still do a hairstyle with it. This is just the solution that I came up with because I didn't want to throw out the hair and I didn't want to buy any more. But other than that, Kurly Klips are amazing and I would definitely recommend them to anyone because they're just gorgeous. But buy 2 packs, don't buy 1. And back in. So I'm just clipping the clip-ins around the base to kind of make it like as an extension of my little pigtail there. And you also want to make sure that your 2 sections are even. That's what I was showing before. I think in one section I used the one like 4 clip section, the larger one, plus one of the 2 clip sections. And on the other side I used one of the 3 clips and 2 of the 2 clip sections. If you have the extensions, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you don't, might be a little confusing what I just said. But if you get the Kurly Klips, you'll know what I mean. Then you just do the same thing to the other side. And once you have it where you want it and as full as you want it, looking kind of crazy, you're going to take a buttload of bobby pins and pick up the hair, twist it around to make a little bun, and then twist it around the base. And you want to twist around the base as much as you can and around the tracks as much as you can, because you don't want the tracks to show. That's not cute. So I just pin it, and I make sure that I pin the hair underneath the track so that it covers the track, if that makes sense. So I go down and then in so that the track is completely covered by the hair. And just secure it as much as you can. Make it look as smooth as possible and as even as you can on both sides. And that's about it. That's the super easy tutorial, super cute, kind of 90s perspective, I don't know. But it's super easy and super cute. So try it out, follow me, like this video, comment, subscribe, the whole 9. New videos coming to you every week, hopefully on Fridays, and I hope I'll see you back.